Hey there, it's me Eden. Welcome to Crossdressing Adventure Stories. Today I'm going to share with you crossdressing adventure story called Wife Feminized Ungrateful Husband, Part 4. So, if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing and please support my work and buy me a coffee worth $1 only. Support link in the pinned comment, thanks. 3 months had gone by. Joe's consulting work was coming in on a regular basis and they were putting money in the bank, more than they needed. However, he was now in size 10 to 12 jeans and praying that he was going to stop while growing. Nothing else fits. And there is no longer any doubt about it. Joe's once flat chest was growing to the point that Karen really had something to massage and play with there now. Almost a handful. In fact, he almost filled the bodice of his nighties. He decided he liked the feel of nighties better, and, with a little makeup, was beginning to look very feminine, female and sexy at home, and he began to worry about how feminine, female and sexy he was looking at work and on the street too. His nipples and areola were about 1.5 inches across and the nipples stood up now when he got aroused, and Karen knew just how to do that. She was making him have all sorts of strange feelings. He now understood the pleasures he gave her with his suckling, his tongue and his hands when he caressed her breasts. He was feeling the same sensations and they were outweighing his previous excitements. He was now more than a little uncomfortable sleeping on his tummy and sleeping on his side, one side of his chest arrested against the other even more prominently than before. He was at the point where they had to get him a sports bra to flatten him out for work or tape him up in an ace bandage. He opted for the bra, one a size too small. He even considered wearing a regular one at home. This thought, however, was not passed on to Karen. The sports bra made his bosom look like he had rock-hard pectorals. He wore it over the camisole and under his t-shirt and dress shirt and prayed the straps didn't show. With his jacket off, they showed, but then, he was working in an office of women and they didn't seem to mind and had never mentioned it to him, yet. Now he was wearing a camisole, bra, and panties to work, and when he got home, slipped on his white 3-inch pumps and sometimes lounged in his Victoria's Secret PJs or just the pumps or the high-heeled white mules and jeans with a t-shirt, a rather embarrassing t-shirt without a bra. Rather indecent, actually. Karen said, "Joe, if you keep growing up there, we are going to have to take another measurement and get you into a real bra around the house if you want to be comfortable," she said teasingly. "Those are going to need some real support. Besides, they'll be a lot cuter. You're going to be very uncomfortable without one." Joe actually blushed a very deep pink and said, "Better go get the tape, because I think I'm already beginning to feel a little uncomfortable and I know they'd look nicer with a bra with these bouncing out in front of me, believe it or not. I've heard of men getting something called gynecomastia, where they get breasts and then have them removed. I wonder if that's what I've got. I don't know if that's what you've got, honey, but I sure enjoy them and you'll love them in a nice bra. And will I love them so much I'll want to keep them?" In his present mellow state, nothing seemed to bother him, not even his body appearing to take on the proportions and contours of a young woman. In fact, he was beginning to rather admire his new physique, but going around the house with his chest bouncing around was a bit disconcerting to him. So maybe he actually was turning into a girl or a she-male or something. Maybe this had nothing to do with a disease that affected men. Maybe he liked having his own breasts. So maybe he didn't want them removed. No, he definitely did like them. Talk about erogenous zones. Wow. Karen liked them too. He could tell. How strange, he thought. Here I seem to be changing sex right before our eyes and Karen doesn't seem to mind and she acts like she just wants more. Was it the end of the world? Karen didn't seem to mind at all. She seemed to enjoy his new equipment. Karen measured his chest wall, 34-inch, and then around the fullest part, 38 inches. Then just out of curiosity, she measured his hips and thighs, 37 inches and 23 inches. He had put on 2-inch in both the thighs and his tush. Oh, Joey, you are going to need at least a 34B bra right away. Forget training or padding. And I think a suit with a skirt and heels would look absolutely darling on you now rather than one with pants and loafers, she teased. Yeah, the way a couple of the girls at work are looking at me lately, I think they'd really enjoy that. Bet I could give them a run for their money too. Maybe we ought to go get me one. Karen, what is really happening here? Joey? Yes? Are we fighting anymore? Well, no. Are you upset with me anymore about the time it takes for me to get dolled up to go out? No. Of course not. In fact, I think I may even be a little jealous because you're allowed to be so cute and I'm not. Well, that's refreshing. Do you feel good and healthy? Yes. The tranks are working then, aren't they? Yes, I guess so, but they are making me look, feel and even think like a girl for crying out loud. Am I turning into a girl, Karen? I really don't know, Joey, but I don't think that is really possible. Not a real girl, anyway. You aren't attracted to men, are you? No. You know I'm a leg watcher. It's you I love. The only problem is lately I seem to be more concerned with their hair and makeup and what they're wearing and thinking about how I can improve on my looks this or that. It's really weird. They're no longer sex objects but role models. Are we happier? Yes. Then will you promise me that you will continue to take your tranquilizers without complaining about the little side effects? You may not have to take them forever, you know. Little side effects? Is this cup little? Is liking makeup and silky clothing a little side effect? We know you are a male, Joe. You may not be very masculine looking or thinking anymore, but you can't have a baby. But some of us actually enjoy being girls and I am one of them. Why might you want to be a girl, Joey? I never said I did, Karen, but lately the idea hasn't been that unappealing. I'm beginning to think that maybe this all has something to do with the way I was treating you several months ago. I'm so confused. I remember an argument we had about how long it took you to get ready and you calling me a 5-minute wonder. Is that where this all started? That's all for now. See you in the next video, till then take care. Oh yes, next part of this series will be published soon. So, please subscribe to my channel and please, support me worth $1 only. Link in the comment and description.